Look at history. Look closely. For thousands of years, human society was divided into two distinct classes. There were the lords, who owned the land, and there were the serfs, who worked on it. The lords made the rules. The serfs paid the price. You might think those dark days are over. You think we live in a modern democracy where everyone is equal. You are wrong. Feudalism never ended. It simply evolved. Today, we call it real estate. The lords are now called landlords. The serfs are now called renters. Think about your life. You work 40, 50, maybe 60 hours a week. You fight traffic. You endure stress. You trade your life force for a paycheck. And then, at the start of every month, you take 30% of that hard-earned money and you hand it over to someone else just for the privilege of existing on their soil. The game is rigged, but knowing it is rigged is the first step to beating it. Welcome to the concrete kingdom. Why is real estate the favorite asset class of the wealthy? Why do the rich hold stocks but park their wealth in land? It is because of one magic concept, a mathematical anomaly that exists nowhere else: leverage. Let's do the math. To control a $500,000 property, you do not need $500,000. You typically only need 20%. That is $100,000. The bank, your silent partner, gives you the other $400,000. Now, here is the glitch in the matrix. If that property goes up by 10%, it gains $50,000. Wait a minute. You only invested $100,000, but you gained $50,000. That is not a 10% return. That is a 50% return on cash. The bank lent you the money, but they take 0% of the profit. You keep it all. This is the unfair advantage, but leverage is just the beginning. The second pillar is even more powerful. It is called amortization, or as I call it, outsourced wealth. Here is the critical question: who is paying that mortgage? Is it you? No, it is your tenant. Your tenant wakes up every morning, goes to work, earns money, and gives it to you. You take their money and pay down your debt. You are literally outsourcing the purchase of your own freedom. While you sleep, while you eat, while you go on vacation, someone else is going to work to make you richer. 10 years from now, you will wake up and realize you own $1 million asset free and clear. And you didn't pay for it. They did. There is a third reason why the elites choose real estate, and it is the one thing the working class hates most: taxes. If you earn a high salary, the government punishes you. They take half. But real estate investors live in a different tax code. The government allows you to deduct a phantom expense called depreciation. On paper, the government says your building is losing value, but in reality, the building is gaining value. So you have an asset that goes up in price, produces cash flow every month, but on paper, you show zero income and pay zero taxes. It sounds illegal. It sounds unfair. But it is the tax code. The strategist does not complain about the rules. The strategist reads the rules and plays the game to win. Now, a serious warning. Do not confuse buying a home to live in with investing in real estate. They are opposites. Robert Kiyosaki said it best. Your house is not an asset. It is a liability. Why? Because it takes money out of your pocket. Tax, insurance, repairs, heating. You are not the master of that house. You are its servant. The strategist buys assets first. We buy rental properties. We buy cash flow. And then, we use the rental income to pay for our luxury home. We eat the fruit. We never kill the tree. So, let's summarize the master plan so far. We used cash flow to manage survival. We used credit to prove reliability. We used stocks to beat inflation. And now, we use real estate to lock in that wealth with concrete and steel. In a world of digital noise, fleeting trends, and printing presses, be the one who owns the stone. Hold the key, because when the music stops, the one with the land is the one who makes the rules. I am the strategist. We have assembled all the pieces. But there is one final question. How do we put this all together into a life that is actually worth living? Next video, the grand finale.